Hello everybody! Glad to see you here. And today we have a little bit unusual lesson. We are traveling to a space center. It is situated in Florida, the USA. And when you get there are lots of different things to do. Here you'll read about the top 4 things you can do there. Listen to the audio and find the pictures which describe main parts of the Space Center.
The Kennedy Space Center, Florida, USA. Visit the Kennedy Space Center and learn all about space. See the world's first rocket and meet an astronaut too. Here are the top 4 things you can do there.
1.
Space Shuttle Atlantis. Atlantis is a real space shuttle, but it isn't flying to the moon. It's here, at the Space Center. You can walk around Atlantis, then watch it on a big screen. Look, it's taking astronauts to the International Space Station.
2.
Shuttle Launch Experience. Do you want to be an astronaut? No problem. Imagine you're an astronaut and travel into space on this amazing simulator. You can see planet Earth from space too. It's great.
3.
The Rocket Garden. It's a garden, but there aren't any plants. There are very big rockets. You can sit in some of the rockets, but be careful. They are very small inside.
4.
Astronaut Encounter. Do you want to know more about space? Come and talk to a real astronaut. You can take a selfie with your space hero too. Then after your visit, you can try a space burger at the Moon Rock Cafe. They're delicious. So what are you waiting for? Come and visit the Kennedy Space Center today.
Then do these tasks. Be careful. Find and underline the sentences in the text which prove your ideas. Here you can see some photos of main attractions. Listen and match the children to the attractions.
1. Lucas.
I'm excited about the garden because I want to sit inside a rocket.
2. Clara.
I've got lots of questions to ask. Is spacewalking fun? What do you eat in space? Do you watch TV?
3. Nina.
I'm really interested in space travel. I want to have the same experience as a real astronaut.
4. Alexei.
I'd like to see the space shuttle. It looks amazing and really big.
Hello, welcome back to Get Culture. Today we're finding out about the International Space Station. This is the International Space Station. Astronauts from all around the world work there. Are you ready? Great. Look, these are pictures of the Earth. They are pictures of our planet from the International Space Station. The International Space Station is 400 kilometers from the Earth. It goes around the Earth an amazing 16 times a day. You can see it in the night sky. This is a rocket. It's taking astronauts to the International Space Station. The astronauts that work here come from different countries, but they all speak English. Do you know what the astronauts do at the International Space Station? Let's find out. The astronauts' days are very busy. They start work early in the morning. They do experiments in the science laboratory and outside. This astronaut is going on a spacewalk. He is wearing a special suit. He's going outside to fix the space station. Astronauts also do experiments on their spacewalks to learn more about space. This astronaut is running. It is important for astronauts to stay fit and healthy. The astronauts exercise for 2 hours every day. Eating and drinking in space isn't easy. Astronauts have to drink their coffee like this to stop it from floating away. Space food can be difficult to eat. Astronauts work hard on the International Space Station, but they also have lots of fun. After a busy day of work, the astronauts go to bed. They usually sleep for 8 hours. This astronaut is sleeping in a special bag that can't float away. Now, a question. How do you think astronauts in space wash? They don't have a shower like we do on Earth. They use soap, but they don't use water. See you next time. Bye.
To find out how astronauts live in the space, watch the video and answer the presenter's questions. Put the activities in the order in which they appear in the video. Watch the video again and complete the sentences. Compare your life with an astronaut's. Find 2 similarities and 2 differences.
Hi, this is Oda from NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Imagine that you are an astronaut, and you and your family are living on board the International Space Station, orbiting above Earth around 250 miles, going around once every hour and a half. And the International Space Station, though it's really big, about the size of 2 football fields, only has a little bit of room for the astronauts to move around inside. Think of it like school buses parked end to end. That's where the laboratories and the astronaut quarters are. And you can imagine that might get a little cramped with a lot of people inside. So you're there with your family and you still need to do everything you normally do during a day. What do you normally do during a day? Well, I bet you probably go to school. Now, at school, you're learning. You're on the International Space Station, so you can't go to school. But you could still learn. How can you do that? Well, maybe your teacher has assignments for you to complete. Maybe you have a book to read. Or maybe you could surf on the internet and find something brand new to learn about. The important thing is continue learning. Maybe you even learn how to cook. Do you know how to cook? It's a fun thing to learn and you can use it for the rest of your life. Another thing you want to do is exercise. The astronauts keep their bodies healthy by exercising every day. Astronauts in the space station often use a treadmill. Now, a treadmill is great. You can run in place. But in space, everything will float. So you would float off the treadmill. The important thing to remember is to put on bungee cords if you're in space. Put them onto your shoulders so it can hold you down to the treadmill so you can run and get strong. What kind of exercise can you do? Besides the treadmill, could you do jumping jacks? Could you do push-ups? What can you do? Another thing astronauts like to do is look out the window at beautiful Earth. Earth is beautiful whether you are in space or whether you are just looking out the window of your home. Look out the window of your home and see what's out there. What season is it? Are things changing from day to day? Is there some beautiful architecture? Look for plants. Are there any plants growing? Do they change from day to day? Think about documenting that with a camera. Take pictures just like the astronauts do from space. Another thing astronauts want to do is talk to their friends and talk to their families. Well, now you're going to have your family on board with you, but what about all your friends from school? What about aunts and uncles and grandma? What about all those folks you like to normally talk to? Well, you can talk to them still, maybe by video. Maybe you can send them an email. Maybe you could even write them a letter. Now, from the International Space Station, you can't write them a letter and mail it because there's no mail service up there. While you're on the space station, do make sure you take care of your body. Wash your hands, wash your hair, brush your teeth, take a shower, whatever you normally do to take care of your body. You have to do that on the International Space Station. It can be tricky, but you got to keep up with cleanliness. Another thing is we get supply ships at the space station. Now this is a challenge for you because I want you to think about what would you have coming on a supply ship? If you could have one right now coming to you, what would you want? Would you want some more food? Would you want some games? Would you want some more science experiments? On the space station, we get all those things. We get tools. We get all kinds of stuff. So make a list. What would you have in your supply ship? And make sure you ask your family members too, because this supply ship is for them too. And above all, make sure you're having fun. Take some time to relax, play some games with your family, and enjoy each other's time.
Now, imagine that you are an astronaut. Watch the video and pay attention to how these people live in the space. It will be helpful for the next lesson. That's all for today. See you next time, and we'll continue our space journey. Bye-bye.